Hi there, so in this video I want to talk you through the Visual Automation Builder setup for surveying your list, your audience. This example, it's in the welcome sequence, but if they don't pick, which many people will not do, they will not self-segment, they will not click on a link when you ask them to, you pick an answer for them. So at the top of this Visual Automation Builder, we've got the entry points. These are going to be forms or tags. So these are the people who are going to come into this visual automation. Then just to make this look a bit more realistic, I'm going to tag these people based on what freebie they have signed up for. Then they're all going to come into the welcome sequence, which has a mini survey. So if I click on this, I can show you what's in here. There are two emails in this example. So basically it's saying, please click the one below, which best applies to you. In this setup, they can only pick one option. So do make it super clear that they're only selecting one, because whichever one they select first is the one that will happen and any subsequent ones will not happen. So I've set it up like this. These are link trigger automation rules. So they're all going to the same place. I've set these up as rules. And if you click on them, you can see the lightning bolt, which means that there is an associated automation rule with them. Then 1 hour later, I mean, it doesn't really matter, it could be 1 day later. That's a bit fast, let's change that. 1 day later, I'm going to send them another email, which is asking them again to confirm which they are. So you need a delay that's reasonable, that they've checked and they've seen it, maybe 2 days. I'll be reasonable. Maybe 2 days, not including the weekends. Okay, that's more reasonable. Something like that. So you're going to ask them again to confirm. So a percentage will click on the first email, a percentage will click on the second email, and then some people will not click, and we're going to talk about how to deal with those. Oh, I have to save it. Okay. So then we've just looked at this sequence here. Now, ignore these bits for a moment. Down here, we've got some events. Now, events, unsubscribe them from the sequence that they are in and pull them to the place where the event is. So the events here are that they have been tagged as a beginner, they've been tagged intermediate, or they have been tagged as advanced. And then they will be unsubscribed from this sequence, so they won't receive the second email asking them to confirm again in the sequence, and then they will jump down here. And then you can see, based on which place they jump to, they're going to receive either the beginner, the intermediate, or the advanced welcome sequence. But what about people who don't click? If they don't click, they don't get pulled down here. And the way I'm seeing people setting it up, they're getting stuck after this survey, after the welcome sequence with the mini survey in it, because none of the three things apply to them. So what you want to do is you want to add in a delay step. So this delay is 3 days. You want to give them a delay that you are going to let them open and click on that second email in the welcome sequence. So you want to give them a delay. And then you want to add the tag that they didn't pick a level. And then we've got another event over here. They jump to here when this tag is added. So this is for people who haven't clicked anything. They've received both emails. It's waited 3 days. It's added this tag. And then because it's added this tag, they get pulled forward over here. Now, underneath this tag, you can give them, you can pick which of these three sequences you want to send them. So I've selected the intermediate sequence, or you can send them a more generic welcome sequence that isn't specific to any level. Or you can actually just, drop them straight onto your newsletter tag, or if you're using that. You don't have to put a sequence in here. But basically we need this set up here with the delay and then the tag in order to pull them through. Otherwise they will get stuck above these three tags, these three events here, where they won't be able to continue. So that is the fairly neat way to set up where you want to survey your audience and you want to pick if they don't choose, if they don't do what you ask, if they don't click a link. Hope that helps.